Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, Kentucky Baptist Relief volunteers arrive in eastern Kentucky to help flood survivors clean up. And come hell and high water, country music singer T. Graham Brown delivers flood relief supplies to Perry County.
Showers and storms working their way through the mountains this afternoon and evening, and there are plenty more where those came from. Latest from Future View coming up as Mountain News at 5:30 starts right now.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Crews are helping people get food and cleaning their homes out after the historic flooding in eastern Kentucky 1 week ago today. Kentucky Baptist Relief is in several communities. We caught up with them in Letcher County. As WYMT's Phil Pendleton found out, discovering the incredible stories from the survivors and being a blessing to them is all the payment they need.
It's hot, dark, and dirty inside this Whitesburg home. Volunteers are a sweaty mess, but if you ask them, they say they are blessed to be here.
And to the world, this doesn't make sense. Why would we leave our homes and our air conditioning and our comfort to come where it's hot, it's humid, to work in dirty places?
They left the comfort of their homes to rip out strangers' homes damaged by floodwaters so they can rebuild.
The problem we're having here is that we're running out of room, to put stuff in.
Everything inside these homes, at least up to 4 feet high, the level of the water will have to be taken out and thrown out and gathered here on the curbs. People tell me that it puts into perspective what's truly important.
But it also reminds us all that life is more than stuff. It's about family, it's about our faith, it's about one another.
And they've heard firsthand about families and friends looking out for one another during the height of the flood.
From the story we got, he carried out a young child, not sure, a baby, maybe 3 or 4 weeks old, and carried him out, held him up over the water.
A man looking out for his neighbors, a community vowing to help each other, grateful for strangers coming to their aid.
And so she came by here last night asking for help, and sometimes it's difficult for people to ask for help, but we all need to do that. We all love to give, but we also need to learn to receive.
They say this was a flood like never seen before, with compassion unequaled either. In Letcher County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Kentucky Baptist Relief is also providing meals to folks from 4 to 7 each day at First Baptist Church in downtown Whitesburg. Many businesses across the region were damaged because of the flooding. Tom King's Collision was filled with mud. The Collision Center lost tools and machinery because of the flooding, all stuff that Tom King says he takes pride in and is tough to lose.
I've got a paint mixing station in here where we mixed our own paint. We're a collision center, and it demolished all of that. It's bad.
King says he hopes to get the business reopened so he can help fix vehicles that have been damaged. Country music singer and songwriter T. Graham Brown drove from Nashville to Perry County with a trailer load of relief supplies. WYMT's Dakota Makris caught up with the singer earlier today at East Perry Elementary School.
It's hell and high water you're going through, but come hell or high water, we'll be praying for you.
That is what Eastern Kentuckians have felt for the past week as people from all over bring supplies to flood-torn counties. Country music singer and songwriter T. Graham Brown brought donations from the Music City for people in our region.
We got 436 gallons of cleaner and washing detergent and all kinds of stuff like that.
Brown got a first-hand look at the devastation left behind.
Man, it's horrible. You've seen it on TV, and even when you're there in person, it's like, good Lord Almighty, what is this?
Recalling an interview he watched on TV with the man who lost everything during the flood.
It's horrible, and my heart bleeds for this area. It sincerely really does. I'm heartbroken, and I know a lot of people and friends of mine are too.
Not only bringing donations, but also raising money by selling Come Hell or High Water t-shirts for $25. The proceeds go to flood relief.
We're able to sell these t-shirts online, get the cash, and get it to the people and let them get what they need.
Offering hope and prayers to a healing region. In Perry County, Dakota Makris, WYMT Mountain News.
And we certainly thank him for the help. While at East Perry Elementary School, we also learned the Troy Gentry Foundation is making a contribution, or has already made a contribution, to the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky for flood relief. And we want to remind you that we are partnering with WKYT in Lexington and WSAZ in Charleston, Huntington, West Virginia for Appalachia Rises, a week of giving. Our goal is to support the ARH Foundation Fund for Flood Relief and the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky Crisis Fund. Hazard native Joe Kraft and his wife, former UN Ambassador Kelly Knight Kraft, will match every dollar raised for the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky Fund up to $1.5 million. You can get involved in the fundraising effort by scanning the QR code there on your screen or going to our website at WYMT.com.
Continuing to watch scattered showers and storms working through the mountains this afternoon. So far, so good. They've been moving fast enough that we haven't been dealing with a ton of heavy rain over one spot for a long period of time, but we still need to keep an eye on it, and we're going to keep an eye on the potential as well for some of those continuing to bubble up tonight. High knob camera UVA-wise, beautiful shot there. You see some of those bubbling up there in the distance as you head out toward East Tennessee and even parts of North Carolina. You can see with this camera upper 70s to near 80. Continuing to watch potential for a few of those showers moving through portions of Laurel County. That's where they were just a few minutes ago, and they've been moving into portions of Jackson County as well. Temperatures in the low to middle 80s out there. Some upper 80s continuing into portions of the area. A little bit cooler there where they've seen the rain in Somerset and Monticello, where they're back in the low to mid 70s. With the dew points in the 70s, it feels very muggy outside. Heaviest of the rain right now just north of Somerset, pushing toward Mount Vernon here before too long, and right on top of the Big Sandy River. Louisa area, that'll be pushing into Wayne County, West Virginia, and eventually out of the area as we head later on into tonight. But we're not done yet. Look out to the west. That cold front is still getting going out to the west, so we may be dealing with some more showers and storms later on. Details on how much we could see, that's coming up in a few minutes. Steve?
Evan, thank you. The Biden administration has announced new measures to respond to the monkeypox outbreak. 6,600 cases have been reported so far in the U.S., and that's up 1,600 cases since last week. CBS's Elise Preston reports from New York, where a handful of clinics just opened.
The Biden administration has declared the monkeypox outbreak a national public health emergency.
We're prepared to take our response to the next level in addressing this virus, and we urge every American to take monkeypox seriously and to take responsibility to help us tackle this virus.
Over 600,000 vaccine doses have been distributed thus far, and around 80,000 tests are now available every week.
This virus is moving fast. This is a unique outbreak, and that is spreading faster than previous outbreaks.
Some New York City clinics like this one are booked with vaccine appointments. The city is rolling out 5 new clinics to help administer tens of thousands of available vaccine doses.
In the Minneapolis area, health officials say cases started surfacing at the end of June.
We're testing people every day for monkeypox, and so far cases have not been severe. There have been no hospitalizations.
But cases are quickly rising in the region.
The biggest thing that we're seeing clinically as a sexual health clinic is skin lesions. They can be anywhere on the body, but we're most commonly seeing them on or around the genitals.
Monkeypox is mostly infecting men who have sex with men, but anyone can catch it. It spreads primarily through skin-on-skin contact. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
The Biden administration is also exploring new methods of administering the vaccine to expand availability. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, if you're just starting your new career, experts say it's important to plan for your financial future. Coming up, we'll have 4 building blocks for success.
But first, continuing to track the potential for more showers and storms as we head through this weekend. Latest details are coming.